I'm just pressing it now. I think so. Have fun.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working. This
I'm
is
pretty
kinda
sure we're the same
hot
distance
over
we were
exactly.
before.
Can you hear us?
Miss Mason is worried that you wouldn't be able to hear us. We're outside on this lovely day.
It's day ocho.
Ocho. 8.
Yes.
Yes,
I
it is
don't
day.
remember what it is in. I think it's like this or something like that in sign language. I don't know. I should know these things. I feel like you can't hear us, but we'll make that work. I'm getting distracted. Okay.
All right, so you're starting off with the word of the day.
Okay. Oh, the word of the day is motley. And motley is spelled M-O-T-L-E-Y. And it is an adjective. And it actually has 2 meanings, Mr. Hood. Do you know what the word motley means?
What just happened?
The battery's low. I told you. I guess I was closer to 20% than not. But that's okay. We're rolling with it. Okay. Sorry. Slight malfunction, but that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you know what the word motley means?
No, you've changed the word of the day so many times today that I'm not quite sure what the word of the day
It's
is.
because I love words.
Motley.
Motley. So it's an adjective. It has 2 meanings. The first one means variegated in color. Do you know what the word variegated means, Mr. Hood?
Like wrinkly.
Not really, but kind of. If wrinkles are different colors, because
My grandma's skin is variated.
well, if your grandma's skin was variegated, it would have streaks or a pattern of different colors.
That's it,
in
Grandma.
So, hopefully she's not watching this. I'm sorry. And the other definition is made of a lot of different people or things. So if you've ever heard the phrase, well, that's a motley crew, it is not necessarily like a derogatory or negative phrase. It just means it's a crew made up of or people, a group made up of lots of different types of people. So, is there like a band name, like the Motley Crew?
I don't know. I don't want to advertise that in case it's not a very appropriate game.
Sorry.
But I don't know that's true.
Okay.
Okay, is that all you got for us?
That's all I
Are you
have.
going to use it in a sentence?
No, I'm unprepared.
Okay, so I am, unlike Miss Mason, I am very super duper prepared.
Not like
All right,
usual, though.
So my nose is itching. Okay, so there are some important days in history today. In 1668, the first horse race in America was raced. I don't know where, but it was in America. And kind of reminds us of the fact that Kentucky is known for horse racing.
If you were prepared, you'd know where it was in America, FYI.
In America.
Same.
We have Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. But unfortunately, because of the virus, Churchill Downs is going to be the Derby is going to be postponed until September 5th.
Because that's where the Derby is run.
Where the
Churchill
Derby
Downs. Forgot to
runs
say that.
and the Oaks is run on the Friday, and then the Saturday the Derby's run. So fun fact, Mr. Hood used to kind of work the Derby, show people their seats and those kind of things.
I thought that was only for like cool people.
Yeah,
You're not cool.
I'm super cool. I was super.
I'm actually, that's kind
I
of
was
cool.
super
That is a
duper
fun
cool in
fact.
high school. Okay, in 1954, RCA manufactures its first color television set and begins mass production. So all of you binge watching television right now, even though you should be outside on this fabulous day, you should be thankful that you have color television, because some of your grandparents probably, not
Some
your
people
parents,
we work with.
some people you work with probably had their first television and it wasn't in color.
Right.
Or they may have not had a television at all.
So what year was that?
That was 1954.
Okay, wow. That's pretty impressive. I didn't know that.
So, as always, we're going to tell you about the national days. Today
my favorite
is
part.
Manatee Appreciation Day. I love manatees.
I love manatees too.
They're also known as sea cows.
Or gentle giants.
Sea cows. Okay.
That doesn't sound very flattering.
I'm,
Like, would
what
you
are
want to be
you?
called
I'm a sea cow.
I know. I was going to say, would you want to be called a sea cow or a gentle giant?
I'm a land cow.
You could if you called me a gentle giant, I'd be okay. If you just called me a land,
My friend the land cow. Okay. So they travel about 19 miles per hour. They don't really have any.
Wait. That's fast. I thought they went slower
Faster
than
than me.
Okay, that is
But
true.
they
Okay.
probably glide.
19 miles an hour?
19 miles per hour.
Wow,
Okay.
cool. Okay.
They don't really have any predators. Like sharks and stuff don't really mess with them. But their biggest hurtful thing to them
Is, for lack of a better term. Well, what causes them to be endangered?
is humans,
It's
actually.
humans. And boat propellers.
Boat propellers and pollution and plastic and those types of things. So
they're
they
like
don't.
friendly. If you've
They're
ever,
friendly, and we are messing with them.
Yeah, and that's sad. They're so cute. Look them up and see what they look like. They kind of do look like a.
So you won't see any manatees around here in Round County.
Why? Because
Or-
they live in the ocean.
Or they also live in rivers.
Oh, I didn't
okay,
know
so
that.
manatees, don't see my notes here.
Wow.
Manatees can be found in shallow, slow-moving rivers, estuaries, salt bays, canals, and coastal areas. Within the United States, manatees are mostly concentrated in Florida in the winter.
So are these, when they're found in the rivers, do we know if it's where the ocean meets the saltwater meets the freshwater?
Maybe.
Or are there freshwater manatees and saltwater manatees?
Maybe.
I don't know. You can look that up. That'd be
Hey,
kind of cool. I'm sorry.
What do manatees like to drink?
Manatee?
Manatee!
Oh, I got one! You didn't even rehearse that.
Cackinating. All right, and why was the manatee feeling lonely?
Because he couldn't be part of a team?
Because his friends were manateasing him. Okay, that's all I got. Also,
Makes me
today
cackinating,
is
too.
Token Reading Day, which I don't
It's
even...
Tolkien.
Tolkien.
So I said, it's Tolkien Day. It's Tolkien Reading Day. And Mr. Hood said, I don't even know what that is. So I guarantee you there's somebody watching that knows Tolkien, also known as J.R.R. Tolkien, also known as the author of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, the books, which the movies were adapted from. So he was a poet, a famous writer, and he was a university professor. Famous. This dude was amazing. He wrote his own, like if you read the books, he wrote his own languages.
Is that Harry Potter he wrote?
No.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
I
The
have
Hobbit.
never, this is
They're so good.
read any of the books
Do you read it all?
or watch any of the
What do you
movies
read?
or anything like that.
The comics?
James and the Giant Peach. That's my
Kids
favorite.
books. Okay.
Okay, and today is also National Little Red Wagon Day. That's why, hence, we're sitting in these cool red wagons, and there's a cool song about little red wagons.
Little Red Wagons?
Wagons.
Isn't it like, you can't ride in my little red wagon?
it's-
You can't ride in my little red wagon.
It goes, you can't ride in my little red wagon. The front seat's broken and the axle's dragging. Chugga, 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 chugga. So my Y Club kids
What?
would know that. I'm not doing it again, okay?
Please do it one more time. Please.
So,
please.
my Y Club
please
kids
do
know
it
that.
again.
All right, moving on. That's all I have. National Little Red Wagon Day, Token Reading Day, oops, and Manatee Appreciation Day.
Well, mine's kind of lame, or it's kind of grain compared to yours. That's a really bad joke. It's whole grain sampling day. So if you picked up a meal, did you get any meals today?
I did. I picked up 2 meals for my kiddos.
I picked up meals from Tilden Hawk today, and they were scrumptious. And if you picked up meals or had one delivered, if you're not able to pick them up, they had whole grains in them because that's part of our food plan. So, Mr. Hood, question of the day: do you know the difference in a whole grain and a not whole grain?
No, I don't.
Okay, so I had to look at this a little bit. So basically, the whole grains have all 3 parts of the grain still. When it's like ground up and processed, they use all 3 parts of the grain. The refined grains, those are like your white bread flour, or white flour rather, and white rice, because they strip away 2 of the parts of the grain and only leave 1. And the reason that whole grains are so good for you is because they help clean you out. You know what I mean? Okay. They're fibrous. It's good for you. It's good for you.
Okay, what else you got going on over
Okay,
there?
so here's our probably most important piece of information. Not that everything we say is not important, but well, it's kind of not. The packet pickup. Okay, so Round County Middle School students, this is the information you've been waiting on. We've been waiting on. We finally found it out today.
And what is it?
Okay, and so packet pickup. So your current NTI packets that you have hopefully been working on and are almost completed with for weeks 1 and 2, they can be dropped off at Round County Middle School next Monday or Tuesday. So Monday, March 30th, and Tuesday, you're creeping me out, Tuesday, March 31st from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. either day.
Working 9 to 5. Just trying to make a living, turn your packets in.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't do that stuff. So next Monday and Tuesday, 30th, 31st from 9 to 5. At that time, If you are a person who does not have regular internet access, and or you do not have a device that you're able to complete work easily at home, you can pick up a paper packet for the next 2 weeks of instruction, because we have next week, which is week 3, and then what follows the week after week 3?
Week 4.
No, spring break.
Spring break, just kidding. And
Sorry,
you
I put him on
may
the spot.
be, yeah.
And then after spring break is week 4. So we actually still have 3 weeks away from school. Next week is week 3. We'll give you that work packet. If you don't pick up a work packet, then we're going to assume that you are able to access the internet regularly and have a device, and you can check your teachers' web pages. And a lot of the teachers are doing work on Google Classroom or other platforms. But you can obviously, your teachers will contact you about that.
And you should be able to find that link on the web pages.
Yes.
To the Google Classroom.
The teacher website. Round County Middle School, search teacher webpage, it pops right up.
Yep.
Okay. And Mr. Hood and I will be working the packet pickup on Tuesday from 9 until 1. So if you want to come out and say hello and pick your packet up then, we'll be there.
All right.
Memes?
Oh, memes. We had some funny memes. I didn't write my memes down. Did you write yours down?
I did write mine down.
All right, you go first.
Okay. So my first one is, it says homeschooling day 3. Well, this is actually day 8, but by day 3, they all graduated yesterday. So that's kind of how I feel right now with my own kids. I said this morning, I said, my youngest is turning on me and I cannot call for backup.
My meme, my first and only meme that I'll be sharing is it says, kids. The kids say, my teacher doesn't do it that way. And the parents look at them and say, look at me now. I'm the teacher.
There's
All right.
a new teacher in town.
There's a new teacher in town.
Listen to your parental units, whoever's teaching you. Go with it, kids, okay? So then, this next one, I'm having an audience because people are walking around our neighborhood. The next one, it says, because, you know, it's important right now to wash your hands, sanitize, clean surfaces, have social distancing, all that kind of stuff. So this one is for those of us who are following those guidelines and being extra clean. It says, my body has absorbed so much soap and disinfectant lately that when I pee, it cleans the toilet.
You still have to clean the toilet, Miss Mason.
It's a good thing it's National Cleaning Week. every time we pee, we clean the toilet.
She thought that was a lot more funnier than I did.
It's just funny.
What's
I
wrong
could
with you?
I could go on about that, but I won't. It's probably
Yeah.
not a topic that I need to talk about on.
Yeah. All right.
TV.
Well,
Okay.
we thank you for chiming in. We'll see you tomorrow. And this is Two Crazy Teachers signing off.
Bye, kiddos. Love ya.